Hello, I'm Chris from the FPL Dude, and welcome back to another Fantasy Premier League video for the 2021-2022 season. In today's video, we'll talk to you about those best players to target now at the beginning of the season. We'll give you a variety of 2 goalkeepers, 3 defenders, 3 midfielders and 3 strikers, which I believe are essential now for game week 1 and onwards. If you are new around here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, and to show this page and these videos some appreciation, please do give this video a thumbs up. You do not need to pay anything. Without further ado, and let's begin. The first goalkeeper that I believe is essential that you should probably go for is Robert Sanchez from Brighton. What is truly amazing about this goalkeeper is that he costs only 4.5 million, so it does seem to be one of those cheapest guaranteed starter goalkeepers. While Brighton has one of those easiest defensive fixtures now between game week 1 and game week 9. I believe that he's going to continue to do good, mainly because last season, guys, he did not get to start as a guaranteed starter. He was not number 1 goalkeeper for that Brighton team, but he actually settled as one towards the end of the season, earning 10 clean sheets in 27 appearances, which ranked him only 3rd by keeping it clean per game out of all goalkeepers that have played more than 10 games, guys. So yes, Robert Sanchez is a very good goalkeeper to go for. As for the next goalkeeper, I believe is essential and you should potentially go for it. It's either him or Sanchez. It's Pickford, guys. I do believe that him and Everton's defense did actually had a season to forget. They did not perform that good, but even though they did not perform that good, Pickford still managed to earn 10 clean sheets in 31 appearances, so that is pretty good. What truly amazed me about this goalkeeper to actually put him now on this essential list is how he did perform on the Euro 2021 tournament, where he did not allow a single goal up to the semi-final, guys. So he could potentially be your guy. He costs only 5 million, he's owned only by 5.7% of the community, so he could potentially be the essential differential you need in your team. As for my first and probably most essential defender is Luke Shaw. This Manchester United fullback has had fantastic season. Last year, even though he was not a starter at the beginning of the season, he got himself to be number 3 for expected goals involvement out of all defenders and 2nd by total attempted assists. He managed to get himself involved in 1 goal and 6 FPL assists in 32 Premier League games. However, this guy never stopped to impress when the season stopped. He actually continued to do very good now for the Euro 2021 tournament as well, where he got himself involved in 1 goal and 3 assists. Now, Manchester United might not have one of those easiest upcoming fixtures, but I still do believe that they are a team that is more than capable and enough to beat any opponent. He might not be a differential, but he surely does seem to be a very safe pick to go for. The next defender that I have here on my list is Trent AlexanderArnold. He was one of those players that had very tough beginning of the season last year. He did not manage to keep it clean enough, he did not get himself involved in enough attacking return and so on and so on. But as time passed, this fullback managed to find himself ranked 2nd by total FPL points earned out of all defenders. I believe that he is going to continue to do good, mainly because he was even ranked 1st by total attempted assists, so creativity is very strong side with this one. Now being valued at 7.5 million makes this defender the most expensive one in the game, but guys, I do believe that he is totally worth it, as Liverpool has one of those easiest fixtures to begin the season with. My last defender spot, he just has to go to Digne. He has had a couple of amazing seasons for Everton now, but in the last one was he truly amazing. He got himself involved in 9 FPL goals in 30 Premier League games, which ranks him only 2nd by goals involvement per game from all defenders that have been playing more than 10 games. Everton did not play that good, so did not manage to qualify for the Champions League. This leaves a bit more focus and space for them to be able to focus on the league. Lucas Digne is worth 5.5 million this season, which is much lower than the previous one, but I believe this is mainly because he did miss out on so many key fixtures due to injury, so not so many players actually brought him in to their team. The statistics used in this video are taken from the fantasyfootballfix.com homepage, which is the #1 artificial intelligence for FPL predictions. It can predict the prices, it can predict the fixtures, it can predict players' points earned, in particular game weeks. So guys, you should definitely check them out. I've dropped a link below. If you want to use that link below to perhaps buy a membership, you get 65% off if you use that link, guys. So why not? You should definitely check them out, as you are given 7 days free trial period as well. Thank you, and let's continue. As for the first midfielder, I believe is truly essential and probably the most essential player I have here on my list is the Liverpool right winger Mohamed Salah. I do believe that he does have one of those best essential potentials, mainly because he has been doing very good for 3 seasons in a row now, guys. He has finished in the top 3 players by total FPL points earned for 3 seasons in a row now. This is the main reason he even cost 12.5 millions. He's the most expensive player in the game. I believe that he's going to continue to do good, as he was involved in 22 goals in 37 Premier League games last season. So guys, he does have very good captaincy potential as well, one of the best captaincy potential for the beginning fixtures, except game week 3, that's where Liverpool plays against Chelsea, that's the toughest one. But in all those other game week 1, game week 2, game week 4, game week 5, game week 6 and so on, Liverpool and Salah does have very good potential to do good, and Salah is essential because he's an amazing player with very good captaincy potential. As for the next midfielder that I have here on my list is the Manchester United's #1 player, Bruno Fernandes. Even though he has disappeared lately now at the end of the season and for the Euros, I still believe that he is actually going to make an excellent comeback now in the Premier League. He has truly developed to be Manchester United key player. Fernandes is on penalties, he's on some corners, he's on some free kicks, he shared this with Rashford, which only adds up to his enormous FPL return potential. He's valued at 12 millions, guys. That makes him cheaper than Salah and Kane, but trust me, he is just as good, as he scored 18 goals last season and managed to earn even 14 FPL assists. As for my last midfielder from my essential list, I should definitely go for Grealish. He had crazy good start of the season, where he was actually the most creative player with the most attempted assists, with the highest expected goals involvement out of all players for a while there. Then he got injured and he missed pretty much the rest of the season, yet he still managed to score 6 goals, get 12 FPL assists in 26 Premier League games. This player should be recognized as very underpriced, as he costs only 8 millions, which makes him truly essential. The only downside with this player is I believe that he will not be taking the penalties. Aston Villa has very good upcoming attacking fixtures, in which I believe Grealish will be able to come out as the best players on the field in most of them. My first and the most essential striker that you should probably go for is no other than Harry Kane. He did had fantastic season, scoring 23 goals and 14 assists in 35 Premier League games. He was even ranked #1 with total FPL points earned this season, which led to his price being increased to 12.5 millions. Now him and Salah are the most expensive players in the game, but that is something that I already mentioned. Harry Kane has managed to show quality for a couple of seasons now, being able to score or provide for a goal against any opponent. No matter what club he decides to sign for, Manchester United now or Manchester City, I still believe that this guy is only going to continue to deliver. This next player that I have here on my essential list, it is going to be the striker from Everton, Calvert-Lewin. He did had fantastic start of the season last year, guys. Only this time now they do have even much easier fixtures. They're one of the teams with the easiest upcoming fixtures, guys. So I believe that Calvert-Lewin will be able to repeat what he did last year. This is the main reason I'm bringing him to my team, and you should probably do that too. This is the main reason I believe that he is essential, and it does seem to cost only 8 millions as well. Last year he scored 16 goals and he got himself involved in 6 FPL assists in 33 Premier League matches. He did manage to miss few games because of injury. As for the last player, but not least that I have here on my list, it just has to go to the West Ham player Antonio. When he is fit and ready, he knows no limits. I believe that he could potentially score against any opponent. He's very good to own, and I believe that he will be fit and ready now at the beginning of the season, guys. So you could potentially go for him, as I am actually going to bring him to my team as well. He's priced only 7.5 millions, which is much lower than let's say Jesus, Cavani or Firmino. Those players are going to get rotated, so forget about them, and still lower than Bamford and Ings. But this guy has much easier upcoming fixtures. So yes, why not go for Antonio? Guys, if you thought this video was of any help, if you liked it, please do give it thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if that is something you have not done already. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.